Welcome to today's Cognitive Pattern Reprogramming session using the MindShift method. My name is Rob Edmonds, and I'm a strategic hypnotherapist from MindShift Mentors in Australia. I combine strategic psychotherapy, clinical hypnosis, and neuro-linguistic programming to help people break free from subconscious patterns that may be holding them back. This session has been designed to help you calm and reset emotional dysregulation. The intensity, the overwhelm, the fast emotional spikes, the sensitivity to tone, feedback, and rejection. The difficulty separating feeling from fact, and the pressure you may feel when emotions surge faster than your mind can make sense of them. And with your permission, I'd like to begin. Before closing your eyes, I'd now like to invite you to look up. Then when you're ready, gently close your eyes. And as your eyes close now, as your breathing softens in its own rhythm, as the world around you becomes a little quieter, you don't need to fix your emotions. You don't need to resist them. You don't need to hide from them. You simply get to arrive here in this moment, allowing your body to settle safely. Just noticing your breath. The gentle rise, the gentle fall, the brief pause in between, the soft weight of your body being supported, no effort needed, just presence. Emotional intensity in ADHD doesn't come from being dramatic or too sensitive. It comes from a fast nervous system, a fast mind, and a deep internal radar that picks up things other people miss. Tone, energy, tension, subtle cues. Your system registers more. Faster, louder. And sometimes that creates emotional floods that feel like too much. Too quick. But emotional flooding is not danger. It's simply information at high volume. Information that your unconscious mind can learn to turn down. As you breathe, imagine awareness slowly drifting from your mind downward into your chest, into your stomach, into your hips, where emotions often land as sensations before you even register the story. Just notice whatever is there. Warmth, pressure, heaviness, openness. Whatever you feel is simply happening. Nothing needs to be interpreted or solved. Now imagine you're standing at the edge of a gentle forest clearing. The air soft. The horizon calm. The space safe. And in front of you is a small weather system. A symbolic representation of emotional waves. Sometimes a light breeze. Sometimes a wind. Sometimes a sudden gust. Sometimes a full internal storm. You don't need to stop the weather. You just need to know that weather passes. Your unconscious mind is learning that emotions rise, peak, fall every time. Every feeling has a shape. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Now imagine a warm, steady light beginning above your head. The light of regulation, clarity, and calm. This light gently flows downward, across your forehead, easing mental tension, down your jaw, softening tightness, down your neck and shoulders, releasing the emotional load you've carried for years. Down your chest, where feelings often become pressure. Down into your stomach, where urgency often begins. Down your legs, grounding you deeply. This light teaches your body something important. Intensity is not danger. Emotion is not identity. A feeling is not a fact, and the first wave is never the whole story. Now imagine 3 old emotional patterns standing in front of you. not as problems, but as shapes you can observe. The first is emotional blending. When many feelings mix together so fast, they feel like one big reaction. You look at it and you step back from it. Your unconscious mind separates the strands. The feeling, the story, the sensation, the history, the fear, the assumption. All separate now. The second pattern is rejection sensitivity. That sharp sting, that sudden drop, that fear of being misunderstood, judged, criticized, or left out. See it now as a small, soft shape, not dangerous, not overwhelming, not something wrong with you. Just a signal your brain used to amplify beyond its true size. Tonight, that amplification softens. The third pattern is emotional urgency. The inner feeling that you must respond right now. React right now. Fix right now. This is not your voice. It is adrenaline and fast patterning. You observe it. You separate from it. And your unconscious mind learns. Urgency is not a command. It is simply a sensation. Now imagine 3 dials before you. The first dial is labeled intensity. It has been turned too high for too long. Gently turn it down. Feeling emotions becoming manageable, approachable, understandable, human. The second dial is labeled interpretation. This dial controls how quickly your brain creates stories around feelings. You turn it down. The stories quieten. The emotions remain. But now they come without dramatic narratives. Just feelings. Nothing more. The third dial is labeled return to center. Turn it up. This strengthens your ability to come back to yourself, to pause, to breathe, to find clarity, even in moments that once felt overwhelming. Your unconscious mind absorbs these recalibrations deeply. Now imagine your future self, the version of you who regulates emotions with stability, confidence, and calm. This version doesn't suppress feelings. They navigate them. They don't spiral into panic. They stay present. They don't over-identify with every emotion. They let emotions move through. Like weather, they don't fear intensity. They know it passes. Walk toward this future version of you now. Step into them slowly. Feel how their body feels. Heavier in the best way. Grounded. Stable. Feel their breathing. Slower. Deeper. More anchored. Feel their heart. Steady. Centered. Feel their emotional range. Still present but softer. Slower. Easier to manage. Your unconscious mind is now embedding new patterns. You pause instead of reacting. You separate emotion from story. You recognize the first emotional wave is not the truth. You let emotional storms pass without getting swept away. You know the difference between feelings and facts. You soothe yourself without collapsing. You don't take tone personally. You don't take words as wounds. You don't lose yourself in emotional intensity. You find your center again and again. Now place a hand on your chest in your imagination. Feel your own warmth. Feel your own strength. Feel your own capacity. Your emotional world is not too much. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. Your depth is not a burden. You simply needed better internal tools. And now you have them. And now, I'll give you a moment of time to allow your unconscious mind to integrate everything that's been said. And that moment begins now. when your unconscious mind has absorbed what it needs, you begin returning gently, feeling the breath deepen, feeling clarity return, feeling your body lighter and more grounded, feeling the emotional world calmer inside you. Begin moving your fingers, your toes. Maybe give your toes a gentle wiggle. And when you're ready, you can allow your eyes to open. Your back and emotional regulation now lives inside you. Steady, calm, and under your control.